Yeah, alright. Hi guys, hi all clients. This is a video by me, Temi Olatunji, one of the owners of Rivermount. And the reason for this video is because there is something in trading that everybody needs to understand, 100%. So, and that is technical analysis part two. You have your technical analysis with indicators, and then you have your technical analysis where you study candles yourself. And there are two parts of technical analysis. Part two, you have candlestick addition, which is studying a lot of candlesticks before your current candle, and then there's candlestick types, which is just studying individual candlesticks. And the part I'm going to talk about in this video is candlestick addition. And the reason I'm talking about candlestick addition is because it is so vital for you to be successful. If you don't understand candlestick addition, uh, it's going to be really hard to be successful in trading. So you need to get your head around it. That's why this video is being made for all clients at Rivermap. So I think candlestick addition is session 7 for most people. It depends on your program and that, but I think most people it should be session 7. But yeah, okay. So let's get into it. Okay, when we trade, it all depends on candles and patterns. The composition of candles and the size of the candles are very crucial, as candles alone give indication of whether the market is going to rise or fall. So it gives indication of whether the market, wherever the market is heading, what direction the market is going to go in. So let me show you a picture. I'll show you a quick picture. Okay, let's say this is a 15-minute chart of a Euro USD pair, sometimes old chart. So let's say you were at point 10. When you open your chart, you're at point 10, so you couldn't see anything after 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so. Okay, based on your strategy, let's say your strategy, maybe your strategy is indicators and something else. So based on your strategy, let's say, your strategy told you to take a trade after candle 10, as soon as this candle is finished to go upwards and that. You need the candlestick. You always need candlestick analysis confirmation. You need it. It's vital. If you don't have candlestick analysis confirmation, do not take a trade, or you're on your own pretty much. So how do we get candlestick analysis confirmation? Do I analyze the one candle before? If you analyze one candle before, it doesn't give a true view of where the market might head. This is what we're going to talk about in the next video, candlestick types, which is analyzing individual candles, right? But this video, we're going to talk about analyzing maybe 9 or 10 candles prior to wherever you are at the moment, because that will give an indication of of a strength game. Will give an indication of where the market will rise based on what happened in like the last 9, 8, 9, 10 candles. And the analogy that we're going to use in this aspect is we're going to imagine two animals, right? So these animals are bulls and bears, right? So bears are literally when the market is falling, your red candles, and bulls are when the market is rising, your green candles. And the reason we use bears and bulls are because when the market is rising, we say it's bullish, and when the market is falling, we usually say it's bearish. So I wouldn't look at it as a fight. So when the market is rising, we say the bulls are winning the fight. They're beating the bears in the fight. They're destroying them. So when the market is falling, we say the bears are beating the bulls in the fight. So think about bulls. So when I say the market is bears are winning the fight, it means market is rising. When I say when the bears are winning the fight, it means market is falling. So when I say when the bulls are winning the fight, it means market is rising. And when I say when the bears are winning the fight, it means market is falling. There are two candles that you need to know, okay, before we start. Because I'm going to talk about strong candles. As soon as we go into it, you're going to hear strong candles and weak candles a lot, And it's important, very, very important. Apologies for you to understand what strong candles and that are. So I'm going to show you what I mean by strong candle. There you have your strong candle. So I'm going to show you either I show you a bullish strong candle or a bearish strong candle. Whichever one I show you, just I'm not going to show you a bullish and a bearish of the same type of strong candle. You just use your head and do the opposite, of it yourself. So this is a strong candle A. So this is a bullish candle. This is a candle A of strong types. And the reason the strong type is because price opened here, right? Yeah. And what happened? Let's just say we don't know if it rose initially or fell. It doesn't really matter. Let's just say price fell. So what happened? The bears were winning the fight up to this point. But what happened? The bulls started winning the fight and pushed price up to the opening. Not only did they push price up to the opening, they pushed price up to this level. Yeah, this level. So it's just a confirmation that it's just an example of a strong candle. The bulls literally were winning the fight. It's a strong green candle. There's confirmation of a strong bullish candle. The bulls literally are winning the fight. The bears pushed it down here initially by a smiley bit, but then the bulls pushed it back up and then pushed it back up again, and then they managed to. The important part is that they managed to maintain this price. You see, there's only a small wick at the top. If there was a, if they pushed it up to here and then the price actually ended up here at the end of the candle, you see a massive wick to the top. Then we wouldn't really say the bulls were in strong control, but we're seeing in strong control now because when they did push it up a decent bit, they managed to maintain the price. So as they're winning the fight, they managed to maintain the win. There was no signs of weakness really. So that's why that's a strong handle. This is a strong handle B, and it's a strong. Sorry, this is. I'm not a strong candle. This is a weak candle. This is an example of a weak candle. Kind of when I say weak candle, if it's weak candle for the, it was weak candle for the bullish for the bulls, then you could kind of say it's a strong candle for the bears. But let's just look at a weak candle. This is a weak bullish candle. This candle shows that the market is going to fall. That's why it's a weak bullish candle. And the reason that we say it's a weak bullish candle, because think of it this way, right? Let's say the market started here, yeah, price opened here, and it fell a bit, yeah. So the bears started winning the fight, nice and that. Okay, the bulls started winning the fight and pushed it back up to the opening price. Not only did the bulls push it back to the opening price, the bulls managed to push it back up to. The bulls managed to push it back, past the opening price up to here. If the bulls had maintained this price and the body of the candle was here and it wouldn't be a wick, just be a filled in colored candle, and if they managed to maintain this price, we'd say the bulls is a strong bullish candle, but they didn't. The bears still pushed all the candle all the way back to the opening price. So and the reason it's still a bullish candle because it's green, but it's a weak one because it's not a strong one. It shows that the bulls are getting weakened because the bears are winning. The bears were winning the fight. The bulls started winning the fight. Okay, that's good. The bulls pushed up the here. Okay, they're doing amazing. But no, they couldn't maintain this, and the bears pushed it back. So it shows weak bullish control. So this is an example of a weak candle, and that's an example of a strong candle. That's all you need to know in terms of that. Okay, so how we're gonna start is this. Yeah. Okay, we have an image, right? Yeah, apologies, guys. I think it's at 6:30 a.m. Yeah, so I'm in holidays in Nigeria. So yeah, we have like anyway, yeah, forget that. So like I was saying, so this is a chart. So we're gonna analyze this. So let's say we open our chart, right, and we were at candle 10. Yeah. How do I know? Yeah, how do I know? And let's say I have a strategy that tells me to take, a bullish trade. So take a upward trade, take a trade that the market will rise. How would I know I'm correct? So you need your candlestick confirmation. So how am I going to get my candlestick analysis confirmation? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to analyze all the candles before candle 10 on the picture. So from candle 1 to 9, we're going to analyze it in the form of a strength game. So we're going to use the strength game as a basis of prediction. Whoever is winning the strength game, will say, okay, then our market probably heading in that direction. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So let's start with candle 1. Candle 1 is a strong bearish candle. It shows that the bears are in strong control. Listen, guys. When I say strong, this is important. Don't just remove strong and bears are in control. It's important to know whether they're in strong control or weak control. If something is a weak control, it shows that somebody else is going to take control. But this shows that they're in strong control. So remember that. The reason the bears are in strong control, price opened here and they pushed all the way back down. And they say the bulls start winning the fight. They pushed it up a tiny bit. This wick is not that big. but then the bears managed to push it back down to the opening price. They're winning the fight. Not only did they do that, they pushed it way further up to here and could maintain the price. You understand? So the 2 weeks are kind of small, compared to the body, and that's a strong bearish candle. Your part two, candle two. Oh wait. Like I said, candle one, the bears are in strong control, right? Candle two, the bears are in strong control still, even though there's a massive wick at the top. And the reason for this is this. Let's examine this. Let's say market started here, and let's say market pushed all the way. Okay, let's say this entire range of the candle, not just the body, the wick to here is 100%. Yeah. So let's say market started here and pushed up all the way here. So let's say the bulls start winning the fight. The bulls push price up to here. So let's say the bulls push price 80%. So the bulls are on plus 80. Okay, what happened? The bears pushed price back down to here, which is another 8. So the bears pushed back down 80% again. Not only did they push price back down 80%, they pushed it down here. So their entire push was 100% compared to the bulls 80%. So it shows that they're in strong control, because the bulls managed to push it up here, but bulls couldn't maintain the fight. So the bears started winning the fight. They pushed right back down to the opening, and then they pushed price down to here. Past the opening, which shows the bears are in strong control. The fact that they managed to do that and maintain it, so that's why. So candle 1 and 2, the bears are in strong control, right? Okay, so candle 3, the bears are in strong control again. You can see it's just a massive big red candle. Bears push back, stack down. The price opened here. The bears managed to push it all the way down here, and the buyers should maintain the price. So candle 1, 2, and 3 show that the bears are in strong control. Okay, so they're in strong control. So what happened with candle 4 now? Candle 4 shows that the bulls are in strong control. So the bulls have taken over control and now they're in strong control. And the reason they're in strong control, even though there's a wick, is the same reason why the bears are in strong control for part 2 here. Initially, the bears were winning the fight. They pushed the price opened here. Initially, the bears were winning the fight. They pushed it down to here. Let's say this is the 80% push. So bears are on plus 80. But then the bulls managed to push it back up to here and cancel that plus 80, and then even push it back further, even push it up further again. So, sorry, what did I say? Yeah, then the bulls managed to push it back up and then even push it back up further again, past the opening price, so like 100% or whatever, so it shows that the bulls are in strong control. So now, if the bulls are in strong control here, I've regained control. Does that mean that I can take a trade upwards? Based on candlestick analysis, I can take a rising trade that price will rise for a couple of a couple more candles after candle 4. No, the reason you cannot do that is because of the transition was not smooth. When I mean the transition was not smooth, is just think about it. It doesn't make any sense. Candle 1, strong bear control. Candle 2, strong bear control. Candle 3, strong bear control. Candle 4, strong bull control. The bulls managed to gain strong control, take it over in one candle. It is not smooth. What we're looking for is maybe candle 1, strong control. Candle 2, strong control. Candle 3 to be a weak bearish control. Because if candle 3 was a weak bearish control, then it is okay to say, okay, the bears, they were kind of getting weak, and then obviously the bulls managed to take over and gain strong control. That would be right. But this transition wasn't smooth at all. Imagine the bears were in strong control for free, and then instead of a weak control candle, it just changed magically in candle 4 to a strong bullish control candle. It's just a false move. Market probably won't reverse, or only reverse for a small time. These are so that's what we need to do. We're looking for smooth transitions. The transition we're trying to look for is, let's say 1 and 2, the bears were in strong control. Candle 3, the bears in weak control, and then maybe candle 4 is the same as now that the bulls gain strong control. Then we know, okay, fair enough, since the bears were in weak control in candle 3. But no, what happened? The bears were in strong control 1, strong control 2, strong control 3, and then the bull is in one candle managed to gain strong control. The transition wasn't smooth at all. You shouldn't just go from one candle being in strong control to another candle being in strong control. You should go from one candle to being in strong control to that same candle being in weak control, then to another candle being in strong, another candle being in strong control. That's how we should go, but that's not how we went in this case. So it doesn't mean the market's gonna reverse. And you can see it yourself, because if you look at candle 5, you can say, okay, the bulls are in strong control still. But then look at candle 6. What happened? The bears regained control. So I told you, candle. If you were taking a trade after candle 4, after you saw the bulls are in strong control, you know, if you didn't know technical analysis and that, and you took a trade, after candle 4, you look at price only. These are 50-minute candles. Price just went up for 15 minutes, but then next candle it fell, because this was a false move. Price only rose for a tiny bit. It only rose for a tiny bit. It doesn't mean that, okay, the bulls are going to be in control for many candles, because the transition was not smooth. And now you can see yourself, it rose for 2 candles, just a small bit. And what happened in candle 6? The bears regained control, strong control. So it just shows that 4 and 5, that bullish strong control that managed to last for 2 candles, was just a false move. Have you seen the transition wasn't smooth, because now bears in candle 6, bears have regained strong control. You understand? So now candle 7 is a very good candle, because it's your first candlestick analysis confirmation candle. And the reason for this is it is a sign of bearish weak control. The reason for this that I say it's a weak control is this. Let's say market pushed here, right? Yeah, let's say market put obviously price opened here, and let's say it pushed down up the way to here. So the bears are winning the fight up the way to here. So let's say the bulls pushed it down 90%. But what happened though? What happened? The bulls managed to push it back up. Bulls managed to push it back up. Up to here. So if you look at the body of this, it's kind of half-half. The bears started here, they pushed it back down to here, and then they pushed it here again. But then the bulls managed to push it back up to here. So it shows that even though it's a red candle, so the bears are still in control, but they're in weak control. It's not a strong control candle, because the bears were here, they were winning the fight. They pushed it down up to here. But then the bulls managed to push, so if this push was 100%, was 90%, the bull managed to push price back at least half the way up. So kind of shows half control. But since the candle is red, it shows that obviously the bears are still in control, but it's weak control. And the reason this is a confirmation, because it is a weak control candle. What did I tell you? When you see a weak control candle after a strong control candle, when I say just like one color, it means that price is gonna, the price is gonna reverse soon. It's gonna start rising. It's gonna reverse soon. It might not reverse in the next candle, but in a couple of candles it's going to reverse. So now you're going to look for one more confirmation to know, to make sure it's going to reverse. So candle 7, so candle 6, you see your strong bearish control. Candle 7 is a weak bearish control. It shows that the bears are, they're getting weaker, so the bull is going to take over the fight soon. And then candle 8 is a strong bearish control. But then, you might be wondering in your head, okay, candle 6 was a strong bearish control, right? Candle 7 was a weak bearish control. How the hell did the bears, they were getting weak, and now in candle 8, they're strong again? Doesn't make any sense. When you look at charts, yeah, that's just what happens. Really, I have no explanation for it. It doesn't matter as long as you've seen the bears, as long as you've seen the bears, or depends in this case, the bears, as long as you've seen that their control is not strong anymore. It doesn't matter if candle 8 or candle 9 were strong control candles. It doesn't matter, even though it doesn't make sense, it does not matter. Just forget them. As long as you've seen that they're just going to lose control. Because what you can think of it this way, they were losing control. The bears were getting weaker. They were losing the fight. But now, they're getting stronger again. They're getting stronger again. But the fact that they even managed to get weak just shows that it's going to reverse soon. So candle 8 and 9 don't really matter. It doesn't matter that we could gain strong control again. It's still, we just know, because of our confirmation in 7, that market is going to reverse. Okay, so now we're on candle 10. Now candle 10 is your most important, it's one of the most important candles, and we're going to talk about it in the next session, because obviously it's when we talk about individual candles. It's called a doji candle, and doji means indecision. So it's called an indecision candle. When we say indecision, it means that nobody really is in control. The bulls aren't in control, and the bears aren't in control either. So nobody really is in control whatsoever. Market is confused, and how we can see this is price opened here. So the bears start winning the fight. They push price down 50%, yeah. But then the bulls cancel that out and push price up 50%. But then the bulls push price up even further and push the price up 100%. But now the bears cancel the bulls 50% push from here to here by pushing price down by like up to down here, not down to here, but up to here by like 60%. That's why it's red. So it shows that the bears are in control, but it's just in tiny control. It is indecision. Anything can happen. It shows the market is confused because literally the bears have pushed it up and down as much as the bears have won this fight as much as the bulls have won this fight. So it's an indecision candle. It's another confirmation candle. I know. Okay, you might ask me. Okay, if nobody really is in control of this candle, why you kind of telling me that market is going to reverse and it's going to start rising? The reason I say this is because you've already seen in 7. Okay, 7 is your comfort. 7, you've seen that the bears are losing control. You've seen it yourself. 7, the bears are losing control. So now, and then what happened? They gained strong control in the 8 and strong control in 9. But now the market is confused. Market is confused. The bears were losing control, but how did they gain strong control in 8 and 9? And so you just the market is confused. So it's gonna rise. So as long as you've seen this confirmation 7 that the bears are losing control, now you've seen the market being confused. So market doesn't know. Okay, should I continue falling again? Because you've seen what happened in 7, then the market is gonna reverse. So these are your two confirmation. Candle 7, the bears losing control. That's a sign of reversal. And candle 10, market being confused. So that means it's gonna reverse. Soon. Or probably straight after. So what was so yeah. So those are your two. All you need is 2 candlestick confirmation. So then you can get other confirmations from your strategies, or you can literally just trade using candlesticks confirmation, and you can go on that, or you can use support resistance confirmation as well, or some indicators as well. It's all up to you, but I'm just teaching you candlestick confirmation for now. So like I said, okay, based on candlestick confirmation, where will I enter the trade? You could enter the trade as soon after this candle close, here, and then you could obviously close the trade when you wanted to. It kept rising, so you could have closed the trade here or here, depending on how much money you wanted to make or something. That's up to you. We'll talk about exiting trade in another session or video or whatever. Your mentor will talk to you about that. But yeah, you could have taken a trade here since you've already seen your 2 confirmations, but it's not smart to do that because, like I said, candlestick analysis 90% of the time it probably will be correct. But it's since everything is prediction, you can't be 100% correct. So you'll have your 10% the chance of the time that it's actually not correct. So it is not. It wouldn't really be smart to take it here because even though we have 2 signs that the market is gonna start rising now, the market could have just continued falling. Sometimes that happens. That's your 10% chance. So because there's a 10% chance of this candlestick analysis not even being correct, what do? Wait for a bullish confirmation, which would be candle 11. What I mean by a bullish confirmation is wait for a strong bull candle. That'll be your 3rd confirmation, because then you would have one confirmation of the bears losing strength. You have another confirmation the market confused. Now you have confirmation that okay, that the direction you wanted to take the trade in, you can see now that the bulls, they're winning. Now you can see that the bulls have strong control. So this would be another confirmation that okay, wow, okay, market bears start losing control. Confusion candle. Now the bulls have regained strong control. Now the bulls are in control. After this candle, you could take your trade at the start of the next candle, and then close it whenever you wanted to. So you could have taken your trade at the start of after the 10 candle, at the start of the 11 candle, but you should just be a bit careful. But I'd just wait for a 3rd confirmation. It depends on how patient you are. You could if you could wait, then you take it after the 11 candle at the start of the 12th candle, and the market just kept rising and rising after that. So it's all about just seeing who's in control, and then signs of weak control, and then signs of confusion, and then you just know market will reverse, and then a 3rd confirmation of market actually reversing in that direction, someone taking over the control, and yeah, that's basically it, with like I said, candlestick analysis will not always be correct. You have your 90% chance of it being correct. But it just adds, candlestick analysis should really be another confirmation. It should be your best confirmation. I mean, you could trade straight off using candlestick analysis, but I would advise you to obviously, as we talk about in a different session, have a strategy. So if your strategy tells take a trade here, then just use candlestick analysis as an additional confirmation, or use an indicator as another additional confirmation. The more confirmations you have, the better. So that's how I say you should use it as confirmations. Don't just take trades using candlestick analysis. Have a strategy. You could use some indicators. It's up to you, and then use candlestick analysis as an additional confirmation. And then I've told you, like I said, our assumption was that you were at this point in the market when you open the chart. You could have been at this point in the market where you open the chart, so you wouldn't have seen anything after candle one, and you could be thinking, okay, my strategy tells me to take a trade downwards. You could have taken a trade downwards depending on candlestick analysis of maybe 10 or 9 candles or 8 candles before candle 1. So the candles you can't see in the pictures before candle 1, you would have added. So if you're at point candle, if you are at candle 1, that's where, when you open your chart, that's where you are at. So you just look at maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 candles beforehand. As long as you're looking at more than 5, 6 candles, so look at 7, 8, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 or 10 candles beforehand, to show that, okay, market is going to reverse. And then if you see that, then you could have taken a trade here, depending on. So you could take a trade by your strategy on whatever point it is. But the point I'm just trying to get clear is, whatever point you are, just make sure you analyze 10 candles before, and make sure that candlestick analysis is confirming that as well. So yeah, I'm about to close the video now. And basically what I want to say is, if you do not understand the video properly, if you need to understand this video 100%, because this is going to make you successful and make money. It should make you successful. So if you don't understand anything in this video, tell your mentor straight away. As soon as you watch it, tell your mentor straight away. They will organize a session for you where they will explain it even in more detail and properly, and go through everything more. This session will be separate from your learning session. This will be an additional session. So they will explain more, because this is very, very important that you understand this. And then the next video I'll make candlestick types, that you understand these 2 videos. So if you're confused about anything, tell your mentor immediately. Tell them, okay, blah blah blah, in this video I was confused. They will organize a session where you can go through everything. Make sure you understand this. So yeah, that's basically all. Thank you for choosing Rivermount. And I hope that when you guys get into the live market, that you're successful and you start making whatever you want to make daily. Yeah.